And we're live. Live. This is Jodys Flybox, episode number 3. And we are tying these little nymphy guys. So I had some requests all week from one of my subscribers, Owen, to go live. He is a good fan of mine. He's a subscriber. He's a great guy. So Owen, this little live was inspired by you. So I hope you're able to catch it. Um, if you aren't able to catch it, then at least you can rewatch it. But this one's in honor of you, Owen, because you've been calling me to do lives all week. So so this is a like a little nymphy style bug. It doesn't. I haven't named it. It doesn't have a specific name. You can do them in pretty much any kind of color. So you can do them in black. You can do them in pinks. Uh, they just look like a little nymph. You can do them in browns. Hey, Trudge, what's on? Trudge on's in the house. How you doing? We're just tying up some little tiny little flies today, and they're really really easy. So they're just a couple of materials. So they're just wool, whatever color wool you want the body to be. Rubber legs, so whatever color rubber legs you want them to be. A little bit of uh, tinsel, like uh, metallic tinsel, and then bead eyes, whatever color bead eyes. There she is, the Mrs. Superfly is in the house. Oh, Rue's in the house. Rue is playing peekaboo. Hey, Rue, I missed you. I haven't seen Danny in a couple of days. I hope him and Erica are okay. I know Erica's going through some things. Hey, kids in the house. Kid Noble. Everybody's coming out to play. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Much love. Much love. Yeah. So we're just tying up some of these, and I just wanted to come on live and show you how they're tied up. Like I said, they're just made out of wool, tinsel, couple of beads, and if you have thick broom bristles, the eyes are held together with broom bristles, thick broom bristles. If you don't have broom bristles, you can use 15 to 50-pound mono test to connect the eyes. So, but it'll be the same. But I have thick broom bristles, so that's what I use. So my mom, the mother of the Superfly, gave me a whole case of whole case of hooks the other day. She only needed like 10 hooks and bought a whole case. Jared, Jared's in the house. My buddy Jared. All the cool people are coming out. All right. So I just thought I'd come on here, do an impromptu little tying. Like I said a minute ago, one of you guys, Owen, has been asking me all week, when are you going to come live? When are you going to come live? So this one is dedicated to our good friend Owen. And we love you, Owen. And just so you know, peer pressure does work. I know last week I didn't do 2 lives. I just did 1. I try to get 2 in a week. This week I just happen to have the time. So this is the day. So these little guys, these little wool flies, like I said, you can tie them in any color, really. They're really good flies. They're really catchy. They catch a lot of panfish and trout, and I catch bass with them, perch, rock bass, crappies. They're just chubs. They're just a really easy to tie fly, and I wanted to come on today and tie them for you guys because they are super super easy. So I would class this as a really a beginner fly because it's not super complicated. and they're really quick to tie too. So I know some of the flies we get into take me a while to tie them, but these ones I can do in like probably 2 minutes or less. Really, if I get tying.
Trudge has to go. He's at work.
Oh, hey Trudge, that work always gets in the way of our fishing careers, eh? But thank you so much for stopping by. Greatly appreciated, and you're always welcome here, my friend. All right, so I'm going to take this out of the vise. If you guys have any questions, I have the Mrs. Superfly with me, so you guys can ask any questions.
Guess what Rue said?
What did Rue say?
Rue said, Danny, the live stream that he does,
Yeah.
they will be on Waco News Channel 25 tonight at 6. Feeding mouths.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Awesome. Brother Danny's amazing. Brother Danny. If you guys, I know a lot of you watching here have seen, but anybody who hasn't seen Danny Mosley and Erica's channel, it's called Feeding Mouths, and they catch a lot of catfish, and they go out and they cook it up and they feed it to the needy, and they have a lot of people supporting them, and they, you can donate to them, you can mail them. They need all kinds of stuff: food, blankets, different accessories, toothbrushes, all, you name it, socks, shirts, all kinds of stuff. And they really help out the needy, and they are a fantastic couple, and they're just incredibly nice people to hang out with, and they're great to spend time with. Rue can contest to that. And yeah, go check them out. That's Feeding Mouths, and that's Brother Danny. They're a fantastic couple. So you'll find me and Rue there for sure, right, Rue?
So, honey.
Hey, Owen. Owen, here you are. Owen showed up. See, I went live just for Owen. He showed up.
Ranya's Adventures. Good day, everyone.
Ranya's Adventures. Where is he? Oh, Ranyo. Hey, Ranyo. What's up, man? Good to have you in. Good to have you in. We are tying up these these little these little nymphs. They're like a little wool bodied nymph with rubber legs. Super easy to tie. Um, you can do them in pretty much any colors. Here's a black one.
What's it called? Do they
It so it just represents like a mayfly nymph or a
okay.
stonefly nymph or a
Okay.
little dragonfly nymph.
Okay.
Uh, that's what they represent. But
Okay.
I haven't actually named them. They're
Okay.
just a wool nymph. Guys, I have so many flies they don't always have names because you just tie different variations of bugs, and they don't really have a name. And the hook size we're using is a size 4 gapped egg hook. That's the size hook. But you can tie them on little smaller hooks or larger hooks. What's up?
Owen's not well, so we won't be chatting much.
Oh,
Oh.
Owen, you're in our prayers, brother. I can understand if you're feeling under the weather. Um, we love you. God bless you. I hope God covers you and heals you. Thank you, Jesus. Take care of our brother Owen and help him to have a speedy, quick recovery. We love him. And regardless, Owen, this one's for you, man. This live chat is in dedication of Owen. Owen's messaged me 4 times this week asking me if I'll be going live, and I've told him no every time, unfortunately. But I was like talking with the Mrs. Superfly, and I'm like, we have a couple of hours. Let's do a live stream for Owen. So this one's for you, big guy. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a green one. So we're gonna take our green wool, and it's a fairly long piece, but you're not gonna need that much. You're gonna need about I'm going to say about a finger length full of wool. So I'm going to cut it off at a finger. Like
Bruce said you should make a rue bug, something with teal or pink.
Rue wants a rue bug. What do you think? What do you think, Owen? Should we make her a rue?
IDK means. You should
I don't
make
know.
A rue bug IDK. Oh yeah, I don't know what it would be, but something teal or pink. Okay, good for you, Jody.
Okay, Rue.
Okay, Rue.
I'll tell you what.
Next time?
No.
Okay.
If this will only take a minute, so I'm not even explaining it because I'm getting all into it. This is how fast I get. So I put my thread on right below the eye, and I wrapped it down to just before the bend of the hook, and then wrapped it back to the eye, and that just lays down a base to hold the material onto the hook. And then for these, you want them to be twice as long as the body. You want the tail to be the same length as the body. So you want it to be twice as long as the hook. And you can just eyeball this, but you pretty much want it to be that size. And then we're going to tie 2 or 3 loops just to hold it on. As you can see, it's held on there pretty good. And then I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to work down to the back, right to that bend of the hook. And when I did that, I stretched out this wool a little bit by putting tension on it. And then this allows it to have a really nice wiggly action. And then I'm going to work back to the front of the fly. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Rania said he ties crappie and bluegill jigs. Never tied a real fly, real intricate.
Yeah, some of them are, Ronyo. They're some of them are really super intricate flies. This one is not super intricate. This one's pretty simple. I dropped my material.
And Ruth said, you don't have to do it today. She just mentioned it. But I said, I'm sure Jody will do it in a bit.
Rue, I'll get it done. Don't worry. If you're here for a while, Rue. As long as you're here, Rue, I'll get it done today. If you leave me, it'll have to get done tomorrow. Because I'm not going to tie it if you're not watching. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Right below the eye. So you got this hanging. Oh, by the way, when you tie this on, don't crowd your eye, right? You want to make sure that you always, when you lift up this piece of wool, that you can see the eye of your hook. Because you want to be able to put your line through there. Because if you can't, that's a problem.
So, honey, Owen asked if your vise is a Regal rotary.
Mine is a crown.
It's a crown.
Mine is a crown vise, Owen. I don't have any Regals. I do have I have some like Temu special vices that I use for just random things, but I have 4 vices really. Yeah. 3 of them are crowns.
Yeah.
They are rotary. So I'll just show you I'll put it in a picture for you. So they are a rotary vise. The grip is spring loaded so that it's quick to release and put your fly in. And then the rest of my setup here, I have it on a microphone stand. This is like a microphone stand, I think. And it's heavy duty. And then I have it clipped on there with this little clip that I fashioned up for it. So when I travel around doing little demonstrations and stuff, I can take this vise and I can pretty much put it anywhere and it's good to go. One of my other vices, I'll just show you on the end of the table here. It's also a crown vise. You probably can't see it because it's a little blurry, but
we can see it.
I have a little stand for that that I clip on to the table, and then I clip my vise onto the stand. So it is also a crown vise, and as you can see, messy, like a tornado. Fly tying material there, fly tying material there. So I'm a messy tire. You guys know that.
Rue said it's a cool setup, and Rue said she's here.
Rue's here. Rue's here. I'm tying it. Rue.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what, Owen? It doesn't really matter what kind of ice you use, except if you tie a lot of flies. So if you're gonna tie, like, so you can ask Mrs. Superfly. Some days I tie up to 100 flies or more. Some days not that many, but I tie a lot of flies, guys. Both. Uh,
It is leaving.
okay, kid. Always good to have you in. Uh, love you, kid. Catch some fish, buddy. I love you. Say hi to your mom for me. And look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for all the support. Kid Noble. For anybody who doesn't know, that's Bambi's son.
Yeah.
He's an amazing, amazing guy. And he's always welcome in my chats.
Owen has a stationary Bass Pro Vice from the 90s.
Nice.
I bet you it is nice.
Nice. Yeah. So what I was saying about the vice, if you're going to tie a lot of flies, so if you're just a weekend fisherman or a weekend tire, or once or twice a year you tie or something like that, then any vice will really do the trick. But I find, because I'm like, I adjust my flies a lot. So I mean a lot. So having the grip so that I can just pop it in and out, uh, that kind of grip, with a spring loaded grip, is crucial for me. The other thing is, uh, rotating vise is also crucial to be able to rotate the fly up and down, uh, move it around. This is crucial, because often you have to get into little tight spaces. You got to flip it upside down and get there. You might be using a fly where you're putting on some nail polish or something, and you don't want it to drip uh, down this way, or you might, there's all kinds of reasons. Oh, the fire alarm went off. Fantastic. This is going to annoy you guys for a bit. Plus, our super is coming in to help with our taps. Did the super come in, hun? Oh, who knocked on the door?
Nobody.
That was weird. Somebody knocked on the door, but nobody was there. The kids are out for summer holidays, so often this will happen where they pull the fire alarm. Hopefully, it's nothing. I do apologize if it's. I do apologize for the beeping. It could go on for a bit.
Yeah, until the firemen.
Till the fire department comes. I'll understand if you guys turn off the volume and just watch.
Jared said he got a brand new. Can you read that?
Who?
Jared, he picked up a brand new custom bamboo fly rod, 7 foot 4-5 weight, blonde blank with cherry red wraps. It's gorgeous. He'll show it up a bit later.
I look forward to seeing that, Jared. That sounds awesome. Yeah, Rue, Jared's channel is incredible. Jared ties really vintage flies. I'm gonna get close to the camera. Hopefully, it goes over the sound of the.
Or you can stop and go back on.
You guys can just let us know if it's really annoying. I do apologize for this. When it happens, I can hardly hear myself think. But yeah, if you guys sub up to Jared, he's a really cool fly tire and fly fisherman, and he ties really vintage flies, and his flies are just incredible, and he's got a really cool backstory about tying some flies from the River Runs Through It movie. So if you guys check him out, He's a really cool dude. Anyways, I'm gonna try and tie this. It might be a little bit less talking, but I'll just explain the steps. So I've tied in this piece of metallic Christmas tinsel or Easter basket tinsel, and I've tied it down to where the bend of the hook is.
They're just talking amongst each other. Not to you.
And who else was in here? Where was Kid? I'm gonna know.
Remember?
Yeah. I'm gonna mod the Kid. There we go. All right. So moving right along.
R2G just
Hey. Sorry, R2G, about the fire alarm going off. Hopefully it's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure it's probably a kid just pulled the alarm now that they're off for summer vacation. I'm just tying up some of these little nymphs. And when the alarm stops, I'll be able to hear myself think again. Okay, so the next step in this fly, and I'm sorry if I'm super close to the mic, yelling in your guys' ears, but the next part of this fly is the eyes. And you can use any color eyes you want, any color beads. I'm going to use black for this one. So we're making this one here. And I'll try not to spill them on the floor. This is my black beads. When the fire alarm stops going off, I will do a shout out for my good brother R2G, but it won't do him justice if I talk about it while the fire alarm's going off. So I'm trying not to spill these, and I'm going to look for two beads that are relatively the same size, like that. I'll do it back a little bit so you guys can see. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my torch and I'm going to melt the eyes, the broom bristle. And I'm going to take my hemostats. I'm going to put it in the middle. And I need to trim off a couple of millimeters of this. And then I'll melt that one. So now we have our eyes. And I'm going to bring my thread right to below the eye of the hook. Usually when this fire alarm goes off, I try to sing a song like, I don't know, we are family, all my brothers, sisters, and me. Yeah, I try to make it crazy because Otherwise, I'd just go insane in the head listening to this alarm. So I'm going to tie that in first this way, then this way, and then I'm going to do some crazy eights. All right, and that's in there nice and tight. The next thing I'm going to do is take my wool and pull it up over the eyes and tie it down. And then I'm going to take that wool, take it to the end of my fly, like so, and tie it down like that. Oh, yay, now they're going to say something. Come on, speak.
Attention, attention, attention. This is the Ajax
Fire department.
Presently, firefighters are in the building and are investigating the cause of the alarm. Please review your evacuation procedures and stand by for further instructions.
I hope it's nothing, Jody.
I don't think it is anything.
Well, you never know.
Often it's nothing. But anyways, here goes the alarm again. While they're searching for the fire, the alarm is on.
We're supposed to stay put.
And they've told us to stay put and check our evacuation procedures. So for the legs, guys, I'm using these rubber legs that I got on Temu. They're like green and then they have yellow tips. So I'm just going to use the green tips on this fly.
Attention, attention, attention. This is the Ajax Fire Department. Presently, firefighters are in the building and investigating the cause of the alarm. Please review your evacuation procedures and stand by for further instructions.
Wow, fascinating. Okay. All right. So I love you, Rue. My whole live stream got hijacked by the fire department. But they're here because they're keeping us safe, so God bless them. God bless all the workers, all the firemen and all the workers. They're doing a good job. They're all heroes. All right, so I'm going to take this little rubber leg. I'm going to hold it on my line, on my thread. And I'm going to pinch it like this. And then I can pretty much put it anywhere. I can direct it on this side or this side. But I'm going to do the first one on my side. So I don't know if you guys could see that. And you can just adjust them to look how you want. And then I'm going to take the second side and do the exact same thing. And as you can see, I can place them where I want. I don't know if Owen is still watching, but I'm sure when he's sick, he doesn't enjoy hearing this fire alarm. He waited all week to see me go live, and now he's not feeling well, and he's got to listen to this fire alarm. I am so sorry, Owen. Hopefully the alarm stops now. So anyways, we got our little leggies on. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our little piece of wool here. And we're going to start wrapping it around, and it's going to be just a little fidgety because you have to pull the little legs, the little rubber legs out of the way as you go. But the good thing about it is it holds. Attention. There is no emergency. Why? Because a kid pulled it. They are, you know what? Those firemen are frustrated. You know why? Because when the kids come out on summer holidays, they think it's funny to pull a fire alarm in a building and disrupt everybody's lives, everybody's things for no reason. And it costs us money. Our rent goes up. everything goes up because it costs, I think it's $500 for them to come out here
Yeah.
every time, whether there's a fire or not. So, yeah. Warning, if you are a kid watching my live stream, do not pull the fire alarm, because you're not just being a bratty kid, you're endangering lives and costing people serious money that they don't have. So that's my little safety message. But at least it's there's no fire, guys, so we are safe. Thank you for those who stuck with me and Mrs. Superfly through that. At least you guys get to know firsthand what we go through. I'm not going to say daily or weekly or anything, but quite often that happens, and that's living in a building, right? We live in an apartment building, so that's what happens. But anyways, so we got our legs on, and we're wrapping our wool through it. And as you can see, when you wrap your wool, it holds them really nicely into place, so you can adjust how you want them to be, and it gives your legs a really nice positioning. And then when I go to the front, as you can see, it'll hold them nice and straight away from the eyes. And what I'm going to do is I don't know if you guys can see this, I'm going to take my wool, I'm going to wrap it twice around my thread, and then I'm going to wrap my line, or my clear nylon thread twice, 3 times around there. And that's all locked in now. So now I can take my trimming scissors. Oh, thank God, it's so peaceful. Praise Jesus.
They got here fast.
They got here pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a little longer than that. So, all right. So now I'm just going to take this piece and trim it off flush. And as you can see, it's all blends in there. And then I'm going to take my Easter basket ribbon, my metallic Easter basket ribbon, and I'm going to tie it down below the eyes. And then what I like to do is I'm going to bring my thread up through the middle, and then I'm going to go back, and I'll show you guys something underneath here now. Notice you don't see the thread because I'm using this clear nylon thread, right? It blends in and picks up the colors of almost any material that it's on. So this is a really great thread, I find, for tying with. I tie most flies with it because it really hides itself really well. And if I didn't thank you guys for anybody who stuck through that super annoying thing, fire alarm. All right, so I'm going to tie this down at the end. And I know what you guys are thinking. Hey, Superfly, didn't you just tie it down at the top? I did, but I'm actually tripling it up. And the reason for that is because I really want the metallic to show through, because it's like a translucent metallic, right? So I want it to really show through, and you guys are going to see it's going to pop in a minute. Cool cat. How's it going, brother? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for visiting. Oh, by the way, R2G, I hope you're still in here. If you got chased off by the fire alarm, I completely understand. Oh my gosh. But anyways, if anybody has not been to R2G's channel, go check out R2G. He is released to the grease. He is an incredible, he makes plastics, rubber plastics, and he makes some really cool jigs and colors. So if you need any rubber plastics, go hit him up. If you're in Canada, we talked about this before. It's harder and more expensive to send across the border, but so that might be a problem. But if you're in the States, R2G released to the grease is in the States, and he will be more than happy to set you up. And he is a very, very talented fella. So, and he's a brother of mine, and he's amazing, and I love him. And Yeah, he's just a cool guy. It's very, and if you, whether you fish or don't fish, just check him out anyways, because you know what? He's just a cool guy to hang out with. Okay, guys. So as you can see, we got the eyes and everything on the legs and the little bit of sparkly, sparkly. But see how it sparkles a little bit? Now we're going to make it really sparkle. So see this one compared to that one? I'm going to show you how to make it really sparkle now. So I'm going to tie off using my two-fingered half-hitch technique. And to prove to you guys that I know how to use a whip finisher, I'm going to use my whip finisher, because some of you are like, are you serious? You don't use a whip finisher?
Is that a dragonfly?
It would represent a dragonfly or like a mayfly nymph. Like that's what it represents. So as you can see, Superfly can use his whip finisher, but I hardly ever do because, you know, in the time it takes me to bend down, grab it, find out where it is in my box and all that, I can already have 2 or 3 half hitches done. So in case you're wondering, that's why. So now I'm going to snip off my thread. And where did I just put my, haha. I'm going to use a little bit of UV resin on in. So I'm just going to go coat the back of that with UV resin. And I'm going to bring that up right between the eyes. So right between the beads and the head. And I'm going to make sure that the UV resin touches the beads and the wool. And the reason, and then I'm going to wipe off my UV resin bottle. And then I'm going to hit it with the torch. And as you see, I cup my hand around it so I don't stare into it. The worst thing you can do is stare into your UV light. It's really bad for your eyes. It can do really a lot of damage to your eyes. And the other thing is, if you're using UV resins, make sure you're near an open door or an open window. And if you have a ventilator, or you should use it. And if you're doing a lot of these kinds of flies, then absolutely use it, because over time the chemicals can get in. And as you guys know, I use a lot of nail polishes and different kinds of glues. So all those things have a chemical scent, and they can absolutely build up. Now I have a little small loon light. You can get quite large lights. This one's a battery operated one. I really like to be able to change my batteries. Um, uh, they do have USB ones where you can charge them with a USB. They're a bit larger. The light is brighter, and they'll cure things faster. But I kind of like this one. It may take a few more seconds to cure than a regular or a stronger light, but it also doesn't overcook things. So it gives me a chance to go in there, hit them. If I need to go back, I can hit it again, and I can just touch and know that it's dry. So also, by the way, don't touch this. Don't get this on your skin too much. It's not good for your skin to touch it. And then the last thing, especially on this kind of UV resin that I'm using a really jelly, like it's a real gel based resin. I just take a little bit of clear nail polish and go over the top, and then I'll just touch the eyes a little bit, and you'll see that it'll just make those eyes look all as one. Because when you melt the broom bristle, or if you're not using broom bristle, you're using the monofilament. What you'll notice is that that eye will not look completely proper. It'll leave a white smudge. But if you put the nail polish in, it will fix that up. And there you have it, guys. You have this beautiful, ready to fish little nymph. And for like bluegills, sunfish, perch, rock bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, trout, this is a perfect little crappies, this is a perfect little bug for that. And the same steps can be applied to any color. You can use pink, black, green, brown, any fly. So,
Jared said, "Is UV light
yeah.
from a dentist office for curing composite fillings?
Wow.
It looks like the sun kicked on. It's extremely bright."
Dang, Jared. That's a strong one, man.
And Owen said he has the same whip finisher. He doesn't like using it.
Yeah, I just
It depends, right?
you know what? I mean, I show guys I have tools. I have tons of tools. Like here, I'll show you my toolbox. This is the Superfly's tool case. So I got every kind of I got dog brushes, this kind of brushes. I got, you know, multiple scissors, tons of scissors, clippers, torches, lighters, combs, hair stacker, hackle pliers, multiple. This is one of my favorite hackle pliers, is these ones. But I also have these hackle pliers. I find these ones slip a lot, so I don't use those ones particularly much. And then in lieu of those little hackle pliers, I have these tiny little hemostats that lock. And these tiny little hemostats make a fantastic hackle plier because they clip onto the feathers, and they're quite easy to maneuver with. So I've got these. I've got other. I got a little bit bigger hemostats for doing stuff like melting eyes and bending little wires and stuff. So tons of stuff. I got flat pliers. I got looping pliers. So I got a pair of flat pliers here. So tons and tons of different things. This box is really good. Oh, and I got 3 different pairs of whip finishers. I've got this one, which I don't like it as much. It kind of rotates around its handle. I'm kind of not keen on this, but it came with something I bought. So not going to put it down. And I got 2 of those. So I got two of those whip finishers. And what was I going to see, this little hole in the end of my bodkin? That is also can be used as a whip finisher for tying half hitch knots. So I got to remember where that is. I was looking for it the other day and I couldn't find it, but I can show you guys on a different fly how to make half hitch knots with that. So plenty of tools, guys. Plenty of tools.
Jared uses this religiously, but he ties mostly dry frost.
Don't get me wrong. If you use your whip finisher and stuff, like all these tools have a time, place, and purpose. And if you use them, fantastic. In a way, I want to say it's kind of a shame that I have so many tools that I don't use, because I mean, it's a waste. But the thing is, every so often I do use them for one reason or another. So that's why. And you know, it's everybody has their preference. But let's make a Roo fly for Roo. We're gonna make a pretty
Teal or pink?
teal or pink.
I'm not sure.
Teal or pink. So I'm gonna give her 3 color options, and she can tell me which one she wants. So Option number one, Rue. Of course,
A rhubarb.
hot pink. So we got this hot pink color. Or we have hot orange color. Ooh, hot orange, hot pink, or peach.
Oh, you don't know how to make teal?
I don't have, well, I'm not even sure what the color teal looks like. What is teal?
Like the block on your shorts.
Like this?
No,
That's yellow.
no. Teal is a blue, honey. See right
Oh,
there.
teal is a blue?
Yeah,
Oh, I got blue.
like the ocean.
Like this?
That's more of a periwinkle, but you could show her that.
I got this blue
Or that, the other one there.
or this blue.
Yes, that's a teal.
Is this a teal?
Teal's a blue-green, like the ocean.
Okay.
So,
So those are your
oh,
choices.
she put hot pink number one.
Hot pink. All right. All right, Rue. Hot pink it is. So here we go. So I'm not gonna get crazy and just invent a brand new fly. I'm going to do this style of fly, but in hot pink colors. And guess what? There'll be a teal eye in it. Ooh, Superfly is getting fancy now. So in my bead collection, not that one. By the way, I've got 25 boxes of beads. Not that box. Oh my gosh. I have a lot of beads. I'm a young girl bracelet maker's dream here with all the beads. Look at these beads. Ooh, those are my teal beads.
Those are beautiful.
I'm gonna
Jody.
put these, so it's gonna be pink fly with
Yes, this is awesome. Thank you.
teal eyes.
Yeah.
All right, Rue. And for the legs, now that might be
Are you putting a feather on it? A pretty bushy tail?
no, I'm not putting a bush. It's gonna have it's gonna have a wool tail. That's the pink.
Okay.
You're complicated,
She
Maria.
likes those for the eyes.
Let's see.
Oh, Big 8 said hi, Maria and Jody.
Yoshi. Yoshi's in the house. Brother Yoshi. By the way, guys, now that Yoshi's in here, go check out Yoshi's channel. Yoshi is really cool. He's got a really cool channel. He ties jigs. He does all kinds of stuff. He is a fantastic guy. And he's just a fantastic dude. So, we got 3 different leg options, Rue. We can go dark red. We can go red and white stripes.
Oh, nice.
Or we can go with the blue.
Oh, nice. Like the eyes.
Like the eyes.
But let her choose.
So I'm going to let you choose, Rue. Oh, you're welcome, Yoshi. Yoshi's amazing. Yoshi's amazing. So I'm going to let Rue choose.
For the legs.
These are your
Option
options for the
3.
legs.
Option 3 was the blue.
Option 3 was this blue?
Yeah, that's the last one you said.
Okay. This is what you want, right, Rue? All right. We're going with option 3.
Yep, she said.
See, Rue, you didn't know you were a fly tyer, did you, Rue? Rue's tying flies now. Rue is tying the flies with the Superfly. Okay. So we're going to use the same hook, size 4.
She said this is fun.
Rue, I'm the fun guy. And all the girlies say he's pretty fly for a white guy.
You're the fun guy, but not a mushroom.
I'm a fun guy, but not a mushroom. That's it. I'm a fun guy. Hang with me, Rue. All good things happen here. Okay, so we're going to use a number 4, egg hook like before. This one's going to go fast, guys, because it's pretty much the same process. Well, maybe it won't go so fast because you know what? Since you probably didn't hear too much of what I said, thanks to the fire alarm, maybe this time you'll hear it. But I absolutely appreciate that you guys hung out with me. through the fire alarm and everything. Okay, so we're going to take our hot pink wool, use our fire. We're just going to, when you burn it, it just and then twist it a little bit with your fingers. What happens is it holds all that in so that your wool won't unravel later, and it'll keep its shape. Hey, Jared, did you?
Oh, he said he's here, but he's not typing a lot because he's working, I think.
Yeah. Well, if he happens to hear me,
Yeah.
Did you get your live streaming issues fixed up? Because I've been waiting to go to your live stream. All right, so we tied in our tail piece, and this isn't too long, so we'll just leave it hanging like that. So the next thing we're going to do is no, we'll do that after. Sorry, I lied.
He said he's still here, but I don't know if he heard you.
Okay. We need to put our tinsel in, and I'm going to need a new piece. I have a whole bin of that metallic tinsel, guys. A whole bin full. So I'm going to pick a very wide piece of that out. Actually, I'm going to take 2 or 3 pieces out because I'm making a bunch of these flies today. I'm surprising the mother of the Superfly by making her some of these for her box, her fly box. So I'm going to take some of that metallic Easter tinsel, and I'm going to tie it just below the eye of the hook. And try not to get this. This is why I usually shorten this little piece. Maybe I'll do it. I'll shorten it a bit. I only need.
Oh, he said he's not actually sure yet. When he gets home from work at a decent time, he may test it and see it.
Okay.
Okay, Jared.
Thank you, brother Jared. Well, when you do get it, I got my notifications set on, so whenever you do get that fixed up, you can count on the Superfly showing up. Oh, great. I just knocked those beads all around. Yep, they're going on the floor.
Okay.
I'll have to pick them up after. There are some hazards to tying flies, guys. There are some hazards. So I'm going to take a thick broom bristle. As you can see, when I cut them off, I put them into little baggies. I'm using a fairly thick broom bristle. And I need to try not to spill the rest of those beads that I spilt, which is hazardous to my health. I'm going to take this. I use the lid and I dump a bunch into the lid. I'm going to put them on the table and try not to spill those. And again, I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to do it so you can see. I'm looking for, we'll go this way, 2 beads that are similar in size. Let's see. So I got 3, and I think the 2 in the middle the 2 in the middle looks sort of similar. So we'll take them off. Okay, so we got our 2 beads. So the same process as the last time. Actually, let me just hold that for a second. I'm just going to shut those beads up so that they don't spill all over the place.
Jody,
Mm-hmm.
Jared asked in your last video, was that a green Max Catch rod?
Yes, that was a Max Catch rod.
Okay.
That was a number 1 weight Max Catch.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay, so I burnt or melted. You don't burn it. You melt the broom bristle
Mm-hmm.
on the one side, and then for the other side, you take your hemostats and you put them in, and you cut off about 3 millimeters worth of material length, and then you melt it off. Wee. This is why the Superfly loves fly tying, because I get to play with fire.
Jody.
And everybody goes, and now we know why the fire department showed up. It wasn't for me, guys. I know how to control my fires. Okay, so now you got your little dumbbell like bead eyes. And if you do it with monofilament, it's exactly the same. You just replacing the broom bristle for monofilament. So we're gonna tie it in. This is looking pretty, Rue.
Honey, Jared said he has the same rod, but 7 foot and 3 weight.
Oh, nice. I have a blue max catch.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's a 7 foot 3 weight,
Yeah, I like that
but
one.
mine is blue. They make a bunch of different colors. Okay, so we're gonna, now that we tied that in, we're gonna pull over
Get a piece.
our other piece, and then we're going to wrap down to the bend of the hook, like so. And now we're going to take our blue leggies, and we'll just leave everything as is there, hanging off the end. So we'll take our blue leggies.
Rue hopes you catch many, many fish with it.
Rue, I'm going to try. As a matter of fact, Rue, what I'm going to do on my next fishing outing, I'm going to try it then. So stick with me, kid, and we'll see what happens. By the way, guys, Rue is a superhero if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
For those of you who may or may not know Rue already, I met her in Danny and Erica's channel, and I'll just do this before I tie the fly. So Rue helps Danny and Erica with a lot of different kinds of things, helps them on their mission to feeding mouths, and she mails them stuff for the needy. And if you need her for anything, she'll look stuff up for you. Rue is just an amazing person. And one thing she did that really was super amazing recently. Last week actually. Danny went out and had a couple of bad days of fishing and had a hard time getting those catfish to feed those mouths. And Rue spent the afternoon going around calling. She called like 20 different restaurants and got donations for them to donate the food. And Rue doesn't live in the same state as Danny and them. So she went around calling around and got 20 different restaurants. Was it 40?
I thought you said.
I don't know if it's 20 or 40. Rue, you can correct me on that.
Yeah.
But dang it, they donated and helped, and all those mouths got fed last week. So Rue, you are a superhero, and we just love you, Rue, and you're an amazing person, and God bless you to the fullest because we love you. And you know what? I love that you support my channel and that you're here and we can sing and dance. Rue, 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 we're so in love with you. Rue, 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 you're a superhero too.
Eric says hello, everybody.
Nice. Hello, Eric. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so now on the Rue fly, we want to cut 2 leg pieces, and we want it to be twice the length of the hook. And then we're going to cut it off. So now we got our 2 little jiggly little blue legs. I think, I'm not 100% sure, this is the first time I've used this blue legs on any fly, despite I've had them for a while. So this is a honored rue fly right here. Okay, so we're going to, while the alarm was going off, you probably didn't hear me. So I'm bending the rubber around my thread, my clear nylon thread, and this allows me to put it wherever I want. So I want it exactly in the center, and I do 2 wraps, and then I'm able to adjust where I want those little legs. I want them sort of, you know, spread evenly like that so they look really natural. Okay, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side.
She loved your shout out, honey.
Thank you. So you know what, Rue, that was fun. That was one of my funnest shout outs. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I enjoy shouting you guys out, especially with the Grampy puppet. I don't know if you guys know. I mean, some of you obviously do know, and most of you who've been shouted out know. But when I'm not tying flies, I am a puppeteer as well. So sometimes my attention is tying flies, and sometimes it's puppeteering. And I give out puppets to kids when we go to Walmart and when we're out walking around the streets. I create them, I build them.
Yes.
I also perform with them, obviously.
We sell them from time to time.
Sometimes I sell
Sometimes
them.
we do markets.
Sometimes I do markets. Same as the fly tying. So yeah, it's kind of a thing that I do when I'm not doing that. And believe it or not, sometimes my puppets talk about fly tying, and sometimes like Grampy and all that. So it's nice when your hobbies can kind of intermingle a little bit. And I've got bug puppets, and I tie bugs, flies, and different things. So it's cool. Okay, so now we're going to take that piece, not the short piece, but the long piece of wool, pink wool, and we're going to wrap it around. And by the way, Rue, good color choice because the fish love pink. So 3 colors, and I bet you Jared can contest to this. 3 colors that fish love: orange, pink, and red, and white. So if you can make stuff with white, pink, red, or orange in your patterns, those fish are attracted to those colors. All right.
You know what, Jody? I
Yes.
don't know how your viewers can see it,
Yes.
because that's a really pretty hot pink. But I'm on my tablet,
Yeah.
and it shows like a pale pastel pink.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
But the pink is.
It is a vibrant.
Oh,
it is
so
a vibrant hot pink. But
Really
unfortunately,
on my device,
our
it's
device
faded.
it is not.
Yeah.
So I wrapped that thread up carefully through the legs, and what it did as I went through, it really held them into position really well. And then when I got to the eyes, I'm going to wrap twice around my wool, and then I'm going to wrap it around, and then now I can trim off that little excess piece. I think last week I fished with a fly similar to this, but not quite like it didn't have legs or whatever. It was just pink with blue eyes. And it did quite well. So Rue, you made a fantastic choice. Okay. So now we got our eyes on, our legs are on. So now we're going to take our metallic Easter tinsel. We're going to tie it off under the eyes. And then again, same thing. We're going to go back through the middle, down to the back, just below those 2 legs in the back. And we're going to tie it on. And then we're going to bring our thread back up to the eye. We're going to fold it over one more time. And like I told you guys, the reason I do that is because it really makes that metallic tinsel pop. And I can trim that off. So here's a cool story. I was fishing with Mom, and Maria at the at Omimi, and we met two guys from England, and they were on vacation. I guess they have family here, and they come every year for 3 weeks, and they were carp fishing, and they got like 25 carp or something like that. So that was pretty cool. So I gave them my card, and when they get back to England, they said they might stop in and chat with us a bit. So
Oh, nice.
so that was pretty cool. All right. Oh, I'm going to trim off. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you guys that other technique since I'm here now. So if you have a bodkin or any other tool that has that little hole in the end, you can tie off your flies by wrapping your bodkin. Now, I'm a little awkward at this. I admit I haven't done it too often, but you can wrap twice around your tool. I'm not super good at this, so bear with me. And then you can wrap it down, and that's another way you can tie half hitches. I should actually practice it because it does actually work pretty good. And there you go. And because I'm not super confident in that, because I don't do that super often, I'm just going to go back and do a couple of my half hitches just so that I know that fly is not going to fall apart. But just know, guys, there's lots of options out there. So if you have a bodkin with a thing or any other tools that have this kind of handle at the bottom, they're not just good for poking and stuff. They're also good for that. All right. So it's looking good, right, Rue? You better say yes, Rue.
She said earlier it's turning out very
I
good.
know I know.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing with her.
Yeah.
Rue is good. Rue is good. I know. All right, Rue. So here we're gonna put our
Yes, she likes it.
we're gonna put our UV resin on. And we're going to make sure we touch the beads and the wool. And the reason I do that is because the UV resin will help to hold those bead eyes on should they get hit on a rock or something. Just give it a little extra support on top of the mono or the broom bristles that you already have. Yes, Owen. Danny Mosley. He's the one that feeds the people. He feeds the mouths.
Yeah, Rue told him it is.
Yeah. He's incredibly. He's just a nice guy. Although I will say something about Danny. He's a bit of a risk taker. His heart is so generous that he has made some dangerous risks in his life. He'll go out there when the water is choppy and on days where you'd never catch the superfly on the water for sure. The one of his last videos, last week, he went out there and the water was so choppy he had to actually he finally put his boat on the shore wherever he was. He didn't even make it back to the pier that day because the water was so bad. And his heart is so about helping people and feeding mouths, and that he's even risks his own life. I mean, he's a hero. I love Danny Mosley, but he's the thing about Danny is, if he gets in an accident, he can't feed any mouths. If you put your own life at risk, you can't save anybody else. So I love Danny. I really do. Like, I love him. He's like a brother to me for sure. But sometimes I wish he didn't take so many risks because there's other ways around around it, you know. And but I love him, and definitely subscribe to Danny. He's very close now to getting all the watch hours he needs to be monetized, I think, and also so he'll be able to feed even more mouths and reach more people. So definitely check him out because he's yeah. I love if Danny sees this, just know Danny, I love you, man. You and Erica are brothers and sisters to me, and I love you both so much.
Ruth said she tells Danny the same thing, that he has to take care of himself.
Absolutely. Like sometimes he's out there and he won't drink water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, drink water, man. We have to tell him, like Pibbles and Bibles, and we gotta tell him, like Rue tells him, like, Danny, drink water, man. You're gonna get dehydrated. Cause I don't know, anybody who's been out in a boat for a day, like you get thirsty bad. Like it's
Wow.
so you gotta stay hydrated and sunscreen and all kinds of. But anyways, whatever. I just I just love Danny, and I hope he continues on his mission. I know he's a blessed man, and I feel blessed for knowing him.
Ruth said
And
she loves the book.
yes, so Rue, there you go. It's a Rue bug.
It's adorable.
We're just gonna call it the adorable Rue bug,
Wow.
and I will definitely be fishing that on on my next trip out. So
Very nice, honey.
I usually go out. We usually go out Mondays, but if it's raining or bad weather or an emergency comes up or something, then Tuesdays. But or long weekends, like we won't fish on a Monday on a long weekend because everybody's out in the water and we like people, but we don't like people when we're fishing being super close to us and casting over us and all kinds of different things. But yeah, so there's the rue bug.
She really loves it.
And you can tie the rue bug in any color, greens or blacks or you know pink, orange. So I wanted to come on today, show you guys a really a cool little bug.
Fun,
I mean,
fun, fun.
fun. It's fun, it's quick, it's easy. You can tie them pretty quick. I mean, when I'm talking, it takes me time, but they're really quick.
Ruth. She doesn't like fishing around a lot of people either.
Thank you, Mr. Owen. I appreciate it. By the way, Owen, thank you. You know what? Thank you for sticking through the fire alarm and everything. I know you're not feeling well, brother. I completely understand not feeling well. So the fact that you stuck through, I hope this makes you feel better. I hope it brought some peace to you today and whatever, because I know you've been asking me all week, and I Sundays is my day, and how I came to do it on Sundays, my live streams, is because I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, and a lot of you guys live stream throughout the week, and Sunday seemed to be the day where the least of my fellow live streamers were live streaming, and I thought, okay, that's good. And also for me, Sundays, I never fish on Sundays. Well, I don't usually fish on the weekends, but Sunday for sure. I give that day over to God. Um, that's God's day for me and Maria, the Mrs. Superfly, and that's our Sabbath day. And for us, we don't shop, we don't fish, we don't do a lot of things. So fishing is one of my favorite things to do, fly fishing. So I give my favorite thing to God. Uh, and then when it comes to the tying, I'm like, okay, I can stay home and tie flies for people. And that's what my living is all about. Um, and when I'm on the water, I shout you guys out as if you guys were watching me live. But for me, I can't fish and live chat. So anybody who can, all the power to you because you're amazing. I'm not that amazing. And the reason I'm not that amazing is because when I'm in fishing mode, I'm not worried about the camera. I'm not worried about the chats. I'm not worried about what's going on. I just focus on me and the flies hitting the water and the fish. And that's what it's all about. And it's my time for that. So that's why I do record it. Oh, and hopefully the water is going to get a little nicer. I can do some more underwater footage because I love filming underwater stuff. And that's my plan for the summer. It's still pretty early. You guys want to see some other flies, or are you tired of the Superfly, or what? Take some fan requests. Um,
Jerry hat just dropping in like a buddy. He's Superfly. Just dropping a like, buddy. Sorry.
Thank you, Jerry. Much love, much love. Thank you for showing up. Here's a fly I did the other day. This one's pretty cool. This is a little foam minnow pattern.
Rue would love to see more underwater videos.
Yes.
She still needs to finish watching your 2-hour video. She's halfway through it.
Are you guys seriously watching the 2-hour one?
And Bay 8 said, make another fly, please.
Bay wants to see another fly.
And Owen asked, do you know how to tie the Tom's thumb?
The Tom's thumb? No, I don't. I don't know how to tie a Tom's thumb, but I do know how to tie a Paul's toe. This is a Paul's toe. I don't know if you know Owen Paul. Paul Outdoors. He is he's a cool fishing guy. He's a barrel of laughs. If you catch him live, he is fun to chat with. He's a joker, and he's a brother of mine. And one day he was going through a few things, so he wasn't feeling quite himself. So me and Solo and a bunch of the other guys, we were joking about how his toes are always out of his sandals. He's always filming down at his feet. So Solo's like, you just got to throw your toes in the water and use them for bait. And I'm like, hey, I can tie a Paul's toe. So during that episode, I tied a Paul's toe. So maybe sometime when bass season opens up, this is a big fly. Like, this is really a big one. So when bass opens up, I'm going to try and catch a bass for Paul on the Paul's toe. So stay tuned for that. But I will check out the Tom's thumb fly, Owen, and when I figure out what it is, I will tie it for sure.
How about a elk hair caddis? You know how to tie that one?
Elk hair caddis.
Oh, caddis, sorry. Don't be bringing the animal furs in here.
Owen likes all the natural ones, eh? Owen has natural requests. I can tie an elk hair caddis. I actually know that one. I'm not going to be able to tie it right now because I'm in a very tight spot and I've got way too much materials all around
in order to get to
it. Yeah. So, but Jared was asking me about Helgramites. So this is a Helgramite, a foam Helgramite, articulated.
Jerry wants a deer hair dog biscuit fly to catch carp.
He does. You guys are making me work. Maria, you got to write those things down. There, our super showed up now. They're working on our sinks today to make sure our sink is working. A deer-haired, dog-haired biscuit. Jerry, I'll have to, you know what? To be honest, I don't know what that one is, so I'll have to look it up. Hey, we talked about him. He showed up. There's the Danny. Danny Mosley's in the house. We love you, Danny. We must have said his name too many times because he showed up. Danny, Danny, Danny. Our super's here. He's a super guy. We love him. He's amazing. He takes good care of us, and he's making sure our taps work today. We had some tap issues. Sorry about getting derailed there. Check out this little hopper with the little articulated bum. Booty, 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 booty. I'm all distracted. I'm like a squirrel now. I live stream and so many things are happening today. Yeah. So anyways, what was I saying? The Helgramite. Oh yeah, I'll show Danny the rhubarb.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much, Chris. Chris is a superhero, guys. Yeah, Chris is a superhero. He's always taking care of us. Anyways, Danny, I tied this for the rhubarb. Yeah.
What's this deer stuff Jerry wants you to tie?
A dog biscuit, a deer-haired dog biscuit. Jerry wants me to tie a deer-haired dog biscuit. And Owen, was it Owen? Somebody asked me to tie a mayfly emerger. And I tied it. Don't worry, I'll go back in the chat and check it out.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, but sometimes you can't go back in the chat, honey.
Yeah, I know, but you can go back while you're here. You can go back.
Oh, I remember.
You remember? We wrote some of them down.
I wrote all of them down.
Yeah.
Time. So that was him before, wasn't kids, thank God.
Yes.
Oh. Caden asked you to tie.
It's Caden who asked about the emergent.
Mayfly articulated emerger.
An articulated mayfly emerger,
Yeah.
which I did tie, by the way.
And Jared asked you to tie an articulated gromite.
Yeah, right. Jared asked about the Helgramite.
I can't pronounce that.
This is the Helgramite.
Okay.
So these turn into the Dobson fly.
And then Jerry wants the deer biscuit dog.
Jerry wants the deer-haired dog biscuit. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Danny's on. Did you know?
Yeah, I know Danny's in here. Danny's in
I
here.
didn't know that. He's always so busy.
Danny is busy. Danny's busy feeding the mouse and fishing, and
oh, that's so nice.
I'm honored when Danny comes in here because Danny's busy. This is the case of dread for some. If you're afraid of bugs, divert your eyes, guys. Let me see if I can zoom that in a little bit without.
So he did the thing with the news, and they're airing it tonight.
I will be watching that,
Okay.
Brother Danny. I will be watching that. As a matter of fact, just before you came in, Brother Danny, I was pitching you and saying how much of a superhero you are. Hang on, let me shut my door.
We're supposed to stop using the water, but someone isn't. See, people see that it's running now, and they already start using it.
Yeah. So they've been working on the water in our building for 2 days, and people are already using it. They're not even supposed to use it. But yeah, I just before you came in, Brother Danny, I was saying how much we love you. I was telling people to go check you out and how amazing you and Erica are. And
He appreciates it, honey.
You like I said, guys, if you just go to Brother Danny's channel, help him out. He's getting really close to reaching his monetization goal in his hours, and when he does, he's just going to go through the skyrocket through the roof because he is amazing. The roof is on fire. Brother Danny, he's an incredible guy. I can't say enough about it. To be really honest, I can't say enough of nice things about everybody in my chats. because you know what? You guys are all incredibly wonderful people. You're all incredibly gracious and just coming and hanging out with me. Uh, I'm really really honored. Me and the Mrs. Superfly, we really are. We love you guys, and I hope
We
I
don't-
hope I
we-
can.
We don't mean to sound like a broken record.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm getting emotional.
Oh, Miss Superfly's crying now.
It's because it was a time where, like, we just had no one, and then now all of a sudden you guys are friends and like family from like far away, and it's just so rare now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thank you.
Yeah. So I know
Sorry.
she was crying. So
Sorry.
yeah, we get emotional because for a long time we went through a desert period. So anybody who's a Christian will understand this. We went through a desert period where we did not have a lot of friends in our lives, and we felt very alone. And ever since
But we've been hurt a lot.
we've been hurt a lot. We've been hurt.
Kind of withdrawn, right?
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
hurt by a lot of people who we thought were friends in the past.
Yeah.
And so now getting to know you guys and having such a large support group, we do really appreciate it with all our hearts.
Yeah.
And, when we go live and stuff and you guys show up, it means the world to us. Really, really it does.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts because we love you guys. We really, really do. But
Go ahead.
back to the chat. Now that
And all the disgusting looking bugs.
all the back to the disgusting bugs. Miss Superfly don't like bugs, and she married a bug guy. Like opposites attract, folks. Opposites attract.
Yeah, I tell you.
When they say it, they mean it. Because me and Miss, we're as opposite as night and day, and we are so in love with each other. Me and the Mrs. Superfly. So
Why? Was it
because
the
God,
center?
God is at the center of it. Absolutely. Jesus,
Amen.
without Jesus,
Amen.
we're nothing.
Yeah.
Jesus, we wake up, Jesus is in our hearts. We go to bed, Jesus in our hearts. We walk around with Jesus in our hearts. So, yeah. So anyways, Jared, I know you guys, most of you guys have seen this already. This was my latest. This is a 5-hour tie. This is the adult Helgramite male Dobson fly. And it is a big bug. They are legitimately a big bug. And if you have one of the, if you find one of these around you or in the waters where you fish or live, you can pretty much guarantee you could eat the fish out of there because these guys, if there's even a trace of pollutants in the water, you will not find these in your local waters. So they're kind of becoming rare due to the fact that most waters are becoming quite polluted now. So, yeah. Thank you, Jared. Like I said, 5 hours of my life. Here's another one. This was an 8 hours of my life to do this one. The praying mantis. For those of you who have not seen my praying mantis.
Wicked.
One of my favorite bugs of all times. Just a crazy bug. Like this praying mantis is an insect that like top predator hunter in its field. Yeah, they're just crazy bugs.
And didn't you create a finger handheld praying mantis puppet?
Oh yes.
For a guy in the UK or Australia?
Yeah. So I made
and he performs with it.
Yeah. So I made a praying mantis
like
puppet
2 years ago.
I made a praying mantis puppet like this, but only a puppet that actually the arms move and everything.
He uses it in his performances.
He's from the UK and he performs with it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Danny said they look so real, honey.
Here's you don't want to get bit by this. This one here is called a toe biter. It is a big beetle. It is a big water beetle. They can fly. So you can find them away from water once in a while because they fly looking for water and they get lost. So this is them. If this fella bites you, you're going to be sorry about it. They legitimately, when you're wading in the water, they swim up and they grab people's toes and they bite them with this. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little piece here. It's a proboscis, it's called, and they bite you with it. And it's yeah, don't get bit by those. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Yeah, so this is my crazy bug box. All my really cool ones. Do you guys like where's my bumblebee? You guys like bumblebees? Here's one of my bumblebees. Probably easier to see it from far away. Nasty. Bumblebees are cute. Bumblebees. Yeah. It's hard to hold the case and show flies, but yeah, that's a bumblebee. He's pretty cool. These are long time. These are a couple hours tying these. They're pretty intricate. The legs are the worst part because they're fuzzy legs. And we got June bugs coming up.
Oh yes,
June.
What did you tell me the other day?
June bugs.
No, it took you 10 years to perfect one?
Yeah, this fly took me 10 years to get it right. A June bug.
That's incredible.
This one took me 10 years to get it to a place where I like it. I've tied a bunch of them, but try and hold it away from the camera a little bit. There's too much light in here. That's why normally I live stream when it's darker. So
sorry.
That big light is causing too much light. Plus,
Danny said if you live closer, he'd come fiddle with you because the stuff you make is awesome.
Danny would come fiddle with me. You know.
Yeah, he'd hang out with you.
Yeah. Here's a tarantula. You guys have these in the States, in some parts of the States.
You got the whole insect catalog, Jody. Jared.
You know what, Jared? I've been studying bugs for a long time. Like,
that's hilarious.
Since I was 5, I think. Like, I knew what and so when I was in grade 3, our teachers asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up. And the average kid was like, "Oh, fireman, policeman." I'm like, entomologist. And the teacher's like, "What's an entomologist?" And I'm like, the study of bugs. And they're like, yeah. Anyways, the teacher even called home because we were doing a pond unit and talking about all the, pond bugs and dragonflies and all those things. And I was so knowledgeable, and I kept correcting the teacher, and the teacher called my mom and was like, my mom's like, "Well, was he right?" And the teacher's like, "Yeah, he was right." "Well, then why did you bother calling me if he was right?" There's a different tarantula. This is a green bottle blue tarantula.
Danny doesn't like spiders, honey, at all.
All right, Danny.
And Owen said when he lived in Arizona, he used to have a pet tarantula. Didn't you?
Oh, I've had multiple pet tarantulas.
Yes.
Here's caterpillar, articulated pet caterpillar.
Oh, Bambi, see, I didn't know she was here.
Bambi!
Oh.
Hey, Bambi. Kid was in here earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid was in here. Anyways, guys, so those are all some of the. Oh, here's a tiny one. I don't know if here. Let me change the camera so that hopefully you'll see this. There's a tick.
Bambi ate a spider on a dare once.
Ew! Why would you do that, Bambi? I love bugs, but not for dinner. Anyways, this is a tick. Let's see if I can. zoom it in now. That's a tick.
Oh,
For any of you who hear about ticks but don't know what they look like, that's a tick. A deer tick.
a deer one, because sometimes they're really tiny.
Yeah, and there's Lone Star ticks, deer ticks. That's a deer tick.
Oh, and ate a scorpion?
Owen ate a scorpion.
Was it chocolate covered?
Was it a chocolate colored scorpion? Covered scorpion? Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you. I think I have one in here. Did I ever show you guys my wasps?
I'm not sure if Danny's leaving, but I'm not sure. He just said, good seeing you. Thank you all for your love and support.
Yes. I think Danny's
Gotta
got to
go.
go. He's
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's
Oh.
here's a yellow jacket.
I would try that. Owen said they sold them in a box that tasted bacon flavor.
Bacon flavored scorpions?
I would try it. Anything bacon, I'll try.
Anything bacon. Anyways, there's a yellow jacket.
That's cool, Jody. That looks so real. Oh, he was talking with Bambi. He's not going anywhere. Sorry, Danny.
Okay, Danny. Okay. Hey, don't worry, Danny. We weren't kicking you out.
No, sorry.
We weren't kicking you out. Danny's good. Danny's cool. You're welcome at any time you want to be with me, Danny. You're welcome, brother.
Jody,
You know why?
that's so
Because
good.
when those saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, bada 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 bum, oh, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when those saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, we got babies crying in the hallway.
They're home from school.
There's a honeybee. For some reason, my camera is not doing it justice today.
Yeah, it's getting a little.
It's because
cloudy.
you know why? Because from a distance, my camera, you can't adjust them, right? But because I do fly tying, I voided my warranty on my. I have two webcams, one for puppeting and one for fly tying, and this is the one for fly tying. And I can adjust. I popped off the cover, and when you pop off the cover of your webcam, you can adjust the zoom manually by finger. So usually that's what I do. So that's a bee. And
They do look better when you're holding it and your hand is behind it.
yeah.
Maybe you should put a white sheet of paper.
Yeah.
I can give you one.
Here's a cool one. I don't know if you guys got these in the States.
Oh.
They're starting to be found in Canada, in like BC and whatever. This is a murderer hornet.
They're that big?
They're this big. These are bad hornets. It's a big hornet. And these things can sting right through your boot, right through a rubber boot.
Wow.
And they eat bees and other wasps and stuff. Like these guys are honey. They call them murderer hornets because they're honeybee killers. So that's an articulated that.
Wow.
And I know.
Owen said they had those during COVID. Maybe you should close one part of the curtain.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna shut part of the
They're
curtain.
gonna see your sexy legs.
Yes, they'll see my sexy legs. Yes. If they watch my fishing videos, they'll probably see them. Let's see if this helps. If I shut the curtain a bit, it'll be less light saturating my camera. Oh yes, what a difference. That helped. So this is a jewel tarantula, a very tiny one.
He's pretty.
Yeah, these are pretty. They're really.
Are they furry like that?
They are furry. Yeah, they're very furry. I still think I can get it even.
Yeah, if you want to close the other half.
Yeah.
It does look better. If you want to close the other half.
Camera.
Oh yeah, it does look nicer. See?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
These are cool. These guys are like trapdoor spiders. So they make a little web and they blend into a log, and then when another bug crawls by, they eat them. So that's all the crazy. For now, we'll just leave it at that. So I hope everybody learned something special today. Now, of course, my face will be all out of focus.
Oh, is that right?
I'm going to show you guys my face now.
Well, it's 4:00, and at 3:30, Bay asked you to make another fly, but you did a show and tell.
Oh,
So next time.
Bay, you know what, Bay? I'm sorry.
You got caught up in
the
super came, and you got caught up.
The
came.
super came in. Danny came in. Everybody was coming in. What did Bay have a request, or you just want to see?
Said another fly, please.
You just want to see another fly? Is he still in here? He's still in here, I think.
He hasn't talked yet.
Oh, look, I'm gonna tie a really quick one for Bay. A really quick one.
Well, he hasn't talked since 3:30, so I don't know if he's in.
Well, if he's not here, it's okay. I'm gonna tie one more quick one.
Okay.
This is a quick
Why
one.
do you make one with pretty feather?
I am gonna make one with pretty feathers.
Okay.
This is a pretty fly, and it's fairly quick. So we're gonna do size 4 egg hook. We're gonna use invisible thread. Don't knock over my table, sweetheart.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
There he is.
Okay.
Bay, this fly here is incredibly fish catchy. This one I'm doing. I catch tons and tons of fish on them. Like hundreds of fish. In it like 300 fish in an afternoon kind of fly. So, okay, so we're gonna put down a layer of thread.
Is mostly 66 Agent M?
Agent M!
Okay.
Agent M! Agent M's in the house. Okay. Let's get some orange feathers. We're gonna rock the place. I normally show you guys before I tie it, but we're just gonna tie it and you guys get to be surprised, like, whoop, there it is. The Superfly is going off the rails. Okay, so we're gonna start with an orange feather from a feather boa.
Nice.
I buy them from the dollar store or party store. You know, the ones that the ladies wear at parties, those pretty feather boas.
See a thing, just your head. And your balding spot.
And my bald spot. Look. See? Look. 48 years old, going bald. And there's some gray in there too. Anyways, making them dizzy now.
Yeah.
You guys got to shout these things out.
That's why I'm here.
That's why Mr. Superfly is here, to shout these things out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, orange feather boas from party store. We tied on our thread all the way from the eye to the bend of the hook. And now
Rue likes my laugh.
we're going.
A lot of people do.
I like her laugh too, Rue. Mrs. Superfly makes life worth living. I'll tell you that. So no Miss Superfly, no Mr. Superfly. I'll tell you. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is twist this feather, because some of these feathers are a little twisted. So I'm going to twist it up. I'm going to try and isolate all the furry parts of this feather. And then I'm going to snap off this part. And I'm going to snap off this part at the end because it's useless. And I'm going to fold this over. I know you guys are hilarious when Miss Superfly starts laughing because I'm not really reading the chat. So, okay. So this is what you got now. This is the little furry bum of our fly.
Bottom.
Bum or bottom or tail, or because it's kind of like a little orangey minnow thing I'm making here. So, all right. And you want it to be the length of your hook, but we're going to cut off. This is the spine of the feather here. We're going to cut that off. I'll do it on screen so you can see. I'll just clean it off the floor later. We're going all messy, hard. We're going hard messy here now. So we're going to pinch it down just below the eye of the hook. and tie it in just like that. Beautiful. And we're going to take some, ooh, I'm going to use silver. No, I'm not going to use silver. That's not going to blend well.
Oh, look at that rainbow one there.
Oh, I'm not going to use rainbow.
Why not?
No, it's not. I'm going to use orange. I'm going to use orange.
Jody!
I'm going to blend in orange.
Oh.
This is an orange fly. Miss Superfly wants me to use this rainbow flash. By the way, if you're looking for flash material, if you're a fly tire, Temu has a lot of good flash materials. They're good for that. I'm going to take some of this orange flash, and I'm going to take one strand of that. I'm going to bend it over into a loop, and then I'm going to take the two little ends, and I'm going to tie the two little ends down onto my fly on the one side, like so. And then I'm going to measure it to just short of the length of the tail. So we have that nice flashy in there. And then this one, hopefully you guys will see this side. I'm going to pinch it and tie it in. On the other side, I'm going all fast now.
Actually, that's how a lot of the fly tires do, though, that we watch.
Oh yeah, no, they do like that.
Yeah.
All right, and then see how this sticks out, like flares out from the side. I want to actually stop it from flaring out. So if I do an extra spin up by the tail, it'll stop that from happening. So it's all nice and even now. Okay, now, believe it or not, I'm going to tie off just below the eye because we no longer need our thread. That's how easy it is. You only got to do literally that and it's tied. But here's the thing. So now we're going to make our body. So I'm going to take a piece of orange fun foam, which is 1 millimeter orange fun foam. I am going to fold it over. I'll fold it your way so you guys can see it. And I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to cut it. I'm probably going to have to do that again because I did it so fast. So you only need a little tiny square because you're only going to fold it over like this and glue it down. So I'm going to just trim that up. And you want to make sure that you leave enough of a space for the gap of your hook because you want to be able to catch those fish when they bite. And this is just a tad long. So I'm going to trim off another millimeter from the front. And that's the length you want it. So literally you want it the length of your hook shank. You want to be able to leave a gap. So that's the size you want it to be. So it's not very big. But this is a floating fly. It's going to float really great. And it's going to catch you a ton of fish. So what I'm going to do is grab my trusted crazy glue. I'm going to rotate my vise. This is where the rotation comes in handy. I'm going to unscrew my crazy glue. And I think it's sealed up on the top because it always does that. If that happens, you can just take a little pin and poke it through. And that'll fix that problem. And then we're going to fold that up under our hook. And we're going to try not to put too much crazy glue, but you want enough that you can seal in all the little gaps. And you're just going to push it tight. You're going to hold it for, 3-4 seconds. Boom. Now that's on there. Now, if you take that out and fish that as is, it'll catch you a bunch of fish. But we're going to fancy it up. Why? Because that's what we do here on Superflies for Super Guys. So I don't just tie creepy bugs. I tie pretty bugs too, pretty flies. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look for a black Sharpie marker and an orange Sharpie marker. And I know what you're thinking. Superfly, isn't that fly already orange? Yes, it is. But we want it to be 2 colors of orange.
Oh, honey.
Yes?
Owen said He has a channel to recommend to you.
Oh, yes.
It's called Fly Time Zone Dave Heiss.
Okay. I'll check that out. Thank you, Mr. Owen. There's a channel. I'm not going to say the name of the channel. It's not that one, so I can check it out. But there's a channel that I'm not going to name the name, but I cannot go there because he's an incredible fly tire, but he's got a very potty mouth, and I can't watch him. And I'm not going to say who it is.
That's okay.
Because I'm not here to bash other channels.
That's all right.
So, but somebody has a potty mouth, and I can't watch them. But
okay.
I'm not going to say who. Okay, so I covered on this fly. I covered it, leaving the top a dark orange and the bottom the light orange of the fly. So see how it makes it a nice two-tone color?
No, Owen shouldn't guess. I don't think he should guess. Don't post that, honey.
Don't guess, Owen. It's not worth guessing, but there's probably more than one that's potty mouthed, but there's one in particular that people keep recommending me that I just cannot do. Okay, so now you see our fly is two-toned, light on the bottom, and then what I did was I took my black marker and I just took a line and made a line in it. That's the little body line. So now this is kind of starting to look like a tiny baby goldfish. And this is a topwater fly, and those fish just go bananas for it. I catch so many fish on this fly. And now we're going to take our googly eyes. So I got a whole bag of googly eyes. And we're going to crazy glue our googly eyes onto this fly. Now I crazy glued my lid back on the crazy glue. This is the point where Jared's going to tell me to use Gorilla Glue. Speaking of that, I still have some at Mom's house. Yeah. So I'm just going to use a dab of this. I still have a crazy Gorilla Glue at Mom's house that I got to try. So we're just going to dab that on with our crazy glue. Hold it for, a few seconds just to make sure it hardens on there good. Then once it's dried, we can flip it over. Add another dab of crazy glue. Again, hold it till it dries. This crazy glue, I'm telling you. It's a good stuff, but if you get on your fingers, it's tricky. And I'm just going to pinch those together for a couple of seconds, making sure they... By the way, here's another interesting fact. If you use yellow Sharpie marker and you touch it with, if crazy glue touches it, it turns it red. So that's a little trick.
Did you read that? I'll write it down.
Yes, I'm subscribed to Ruben.
Oh, okay.
Ruben is he's a really good jig tire. I like Ruben's channel a lot. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. So now that that's dry, you're going to take your brush, your nail polish brush, and you're going to dip it into your your clear nail polish. And you're not going to wipe this whole thing. You're just going to touch the black. You're just going to tap it gently on the black. And then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to touch the black on the other side gently. And then what you're going to do is wait for a couple of, a minute or so. And once you do that, then we can do all the rest of the fly. And the reason we did that is because if you rub your nail polish all through that fly right now, it would take that black and it will streak that whole fly and run through it, and it'll wreck it. And to be really fair, you don't even have to add any of these extra colors. When we did the folding over, you could have just glued the eyes on and fished it. It would have caught fish. But you guys know the Superfly. I like things to look pretty, so I make it look pretty. And it catches fish. So I think I'm just going to blow on it for a second or two. Pretend you're blowing on your hot soup. All right. It's pretty dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to dip it into the nail polish. And I'm going to just go over the orange parts like so on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is flip it upside down so that if it drips, the orange will just drip to the back and it won't drip over the black or into the other lighter orange. And then now what I can do is I wiped off my brush, so it's clean again. I can dip it in and I can just touch up the other orange parts. And I'm going to cover a little bit over to the Google eyes, and that will just help it seal it into the fly. And then it's pretty much dried enough now that it shouldn't run. I can flip it back up. And that's the pretty little fly. And this fly catches a ton of fish. I'm gonna give you a little caveat though here. These Google eyes, if you're doing a back cast and your back cast touches the ground, it'll pop these little eyes. So if you're casting and if you're in a concreted area or somewhere where there's a lot of rock or whatever and you hit the ground with it, you could break the little eyes off. Which is okay because I fished it without the eyes and fish still eat it. Sometimes you pop one eye, sometimes you'll pop two eyes. They'll still eat it. And when you go home, I just glue another pair of eyes on and fish it again. So this is a very durable fly, but the eyes are its weakest link. These little Google eyes are the part that may pop off. But those fish will still eat it. You throw that out there, they're going to eat that 100%. So this is a cool little fly.
Danny said you're not named Superfly for no reason. And you make this stuff come to life.
Who said that?
Danny.
Danny, yeah.
And Rue and Bambi are named. It's an art.
Well, thank you, everybody.
And it's satisfying to watch you.
Yes. And most of these things I have fished with, most of the flies, although I will be honest, I have some flies that I tied. I never touched the water with them. Not because I don't want to, just because I have so many. I have thousands and thousands of flies. So I sit here creating patterns and then I put them in a box, and sometimes they get to touch the water and sometimes they don't. But if I never made another fly from here on in, I would have enough flies to last the rest of my life fishing. And I can guarantee that. So
Owen's asking whether or not he should get into making fly rods.
making fly rods.
If that's what he meant.
Well, you know to be honest, Owen,
Bruce said try it. It might become a business.
it might be it depends what you have in mind, Owen, to be really fair. If you're thinking about making a business of it, okay, you guys can see me again now. When I talk, you can see me. If you're making a business of it, I have no advice for you on that. If you're going to do it as a hobby, I think it would be really cool to make your own fly rod. I also have the feeling it's probably really expensive to make your own fly rod. So I personally have not had the money to do it. If
Lots of stuff on YouTube
There's-
that shows you, eh?
but there's lots of video. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many videos on YouTube. Jared, are you still in here? I know Jared's a bit busy. He's in here. I think he's
Oh, instead of
watching.
hobby.
Yeah. Jared has fixed up a bunch of rods. So the vintage fly guy. So ask Jared, Owen, because Jared has done it, and he's got some videos on how he did it and stuff. I would love to. To be honest, I would.
Bamboo.
What?
Bamboo.
Yeah, I would love to make a bamboo fly rod. I absolutely would love to do the process, but the cost is just, for me. I think the cost is what stops me, because I would love to take a year or whatever and just slowly over time just put it together and do all the steps. But and there's tons of videos on there on YouTube how to do it. So if you want to do it, Owen, let me know. I'll watch for sure. Like if you're gonna record it and or live stream it or whatever, I'll watch for sure, because I'm totally interested in that. But personally, I just can't. It's just not in my wheelhouse right now. But definitely do it. If there's anything in life you guys want to do, just if you can do it, do it. Like if you get the opportunity, if you have the finances, if you can travel, if you can do the things you want to do in life, do them. Because life is short, and just do what you want to do. So that's the advice from the Superfly. Just do it. But yeah.
Open the door because you're getting stuffy, honey.
Yes, I'm going to open the door because I am getting stuffy. I shut it because when I'm live
Okay.
streaming, there was people, shut off the water. They were yelling and all this things. But I'll show you guys this, since you're all still here. I'm always amazed when you guys stick with me for this long, because I'm like, I don't always feel like I'm that interesting. But here's a case full of flies. These are my one-ofs, and as you can see, it's a pretty big box of flies. I'm not going to get into showing you every case, because that's crazy. But it is a big case of flies. So these are boxes full of flies, and they're sorted out by different. Whoa! I'm gonna drop it on the ground. They're sorted out by different flies. Like streamer flies. I got shrimpy flies. I got these, which are incredible for almost every kind of fish. These little flies. I got flies. I got more. Yeah, I know it's hard. I can't show them well on camera. I got stone flies.
Yeah.
I got a
purse to the window. They could see it more clearly.
I got spiders for
They
Danny.
can't even see that.
They can't even see that.
Now you can.
I got spiders for Danny. Yeah, tons of flies, guys. Tons of flies. Superfly.
No, sir.
Danny's like, nuh-uh, not doing it. Not doing it, Superfly. Not doing it. When the Saints go marching in, they'll be leaving the spiders out of that number. I know, Danny. No spiders for Danny. Anyways.
Danny's gotta go, I think.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna go now. I think it is going on what, 4 here it's 4:30. A lot of you guys are probably an hour ahead of me. Danny's like, sing it, brother. You put the music notes. Yeah, you guys make me want to sing. You guys fill my heart with joy. And I love hanging out with you guys. I've been making some complicated flies lately, and I just thought I was talking to Mrs. Superfly, and I'm like, I think we need to make some simpler flies because I don't want to scare anybody off. Uh, you know, if you're thinking about getting into fly fishing or fly tying, I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there where the Superfly is, because you know what? I didn't tie all those flies overnight. I didn't learn this in a day or two. Uh, it took time. I've been fly tying for 35 years, guys. 35 years. I've got 60,000 hours on my vise. Now, here's something you probably won't hear throughout the fly tying community, but but this is not just for fly tying. This is for anything you do in life, whether it's cooking, baking, sewing, uh, car mechanics, whatever, music, learning a musical instrument. But this is a solid rule for life. Every 10,000 hours that you put into something, you become a next level master. So to master anything takes 10,000 hours. Every 10,000 hours after that, you become another level. So level 2, 10,000 hours. Level 3, 10,000 hours. Level 4, 10,000 hours. I'm level 6 master fly tyer because I've put 60,000 hours of sitting behind this vise and tying. And not as much time fishing, but almost as much. I get out once or twice a week all summer long, and I fish 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 hard.
So far, it's only been once a week.
Yeah, this summer so far once a week, but
I'm
some
not-
summers twice a week.
Yeah.
It just depends. Now this year's been a little slow. Spring has been slow, so I've only gotten out like 4 or 5 times, and I've only got 158 fish this year for the whole year. Usually by now I'm well up there. I'm usually by this time of year I'm already catching 300 fish in a day. But this year has been like 40, 20, 40. It's been varying. So the fish are not really biting all crazy like they normally do in my area. And I I've noticed that people throughout the world are having fishing issues this year with the fish numbers being lower and things like with the catches, because it's all the global warming and environmental stuff. It's just causing havoc on the fish. So that's why, guys, and you know, so that's what I'm a level 6 guy, fly master. Been doing it a long time. I started in high school when I was in grade 9. One of my teachers, I was being bullied really, really bad in high school, and the I'm going to tell you the truth. I wanted to kill myself. I had it all planned out. I was going to kill myself, take my life. I was really depressed, didn't enjoy school. I was tired of being picked on. But a teacher took me aside, invited me into his fishing club, and said, "Do you like fishing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like fishing." So I came in and got into fishing. The 2 weeks into it, they pulled out the fly vices and started teaching us how to tie flies. Well, I took to it like a duck to water, and I started tying flies. And he saw that I took such an interest in fly tying. He bought me my first vise, and he got me my first fly rod, I think. And you know what, guys? Ever since then, I've been tying flies like a crazy maniac, and I spent hours and hours and hours. And I've been tying flies since before Google. And I know some of you out there are, you know, over 48 or around the 48 years old or older. So you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of us started tying flies before Google existed. So we didn't have YouTube videos, we didn't have instructionals. There weren't a lot of great books. Now there's great books, there's great YouTube videos, there's great people out there. The materials have gotten better in my 35 years of fly tying. So we have crazy materials and things. So just if you're going to get into fly fishing and fly tying, just enjoy the journey, because it is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a journey. You're going to tie flies, you're going to snap lines, You're going to try materials. You're going to make stuff. There's stuff like, okay, I tried making this fly today, this little crayfish pattern. It's supposed to be articulated. I messed it up. I made it solely out of wool, and it's just not where I wanted it to be. Like I envisioned it, but it didn't turn out great. This was attempt number one with a material I've never used for crayfish. I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. Uh, Here's a really good crayfish. This is a crayfish catching magnet. This is great.
People are responding to your story
Yeah,
about your teacher.
yeah.
You should tell them how he's your friend. And
Oh
he's your
yeah.
best man.
So that teacher, that same teacher now, his name is Konstantin Paputzis, and I'm not the only kid he saved.
No.
He saved a lot of kids. He saved a lot of troubled youth, and in my opinion, he is a hero for sure. He was the best man at our wedding.
Yes, he was.
I grew up with his kids.
Yeah.
So his kids were babies when I was in high school. So I grew up knowing his kids and mentoring his kids a bit. And I tied flies with them and all kinds of crazy things. And I've been to their cottage. I've been to family occasions. I'm part of their family. And if it wasn't,
We don't see a lot of them.
I don't see him. So now I used to see him like 3 times a year. Now that I'm married, because I wasn't married when I met him, but now since I've been married or whatever, I don't see him as much. But I still call him like once a month for sure. We get out fishing 2 or 3 times a year. He's a great guy. I don't see him as much as I'd like to, but he's a fantastic human being, and he saved my life, and I'll always be grateful for that. And he's still a part of my life today.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm a really honor person. I stick with people. So if you show me the love, I'm going to show it back to you. Uh, I'm a loyal person, and I appreciate loyalty. And if you hurt me, that loyalty is hard to get back from me. So I joke around, I do things, and I'm funny with you guys and whatever, but deep down in my core is I am with you guys. So if I say I love you, I mean it. If I say I'm there with you, I mean it. If I appreciate you, I mean it. I'm not just blowing smoke. Uh, I mean those things. I really do. So there's some people in life that have hurt me really bad, and I'm not the type of person to call people out and all this thing. That's not really in my nature to do that. Uh, I very seldom do that. But what will happen is if you hurt me, you just aren't going to see me again. If you hurt me real bad, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to make it like you never even knew me. Like you're not going to see me again. I'm not going to come and yap at you or complain to you or talk about you behind your back. I'm just going to walk away, and that's the end of it. So when I tell you guys who are here with me today that I love you guys, I mean that. I really do. And I will be loyal to you guys. Now, lately, as my fan base have been getting bigger, and I've been going to a lot of live chats, now I'm getting to the point where I've gone to so many live chats and subscribed to so many people that I have to start picking and choosing where I want to be. And I bounce around, and sometimes I come in for a bit shorter time than I used to. I used to spend all day with you guys. But as I'm starting to get more people and know more people, I'm starting to share the love a little bit, and the Superfly is getting a little more thinner. And obviously I want a play button. So I'm on a bit of a mission, and you need 100,000 people to get a play button. So as I spread the love around, don't take it as an insult that the Superfly is not as clingy or as connected, because I still love you guys, and I'm still going to be there for you guys, and I'm still going to visit you guys. Maybe not as long, but I'm still going to be there for you guys. And I appreciate all of you who join me when you do. And even if you stop in for a minute and say hi, that's cool. You don't have to stick around for everything. And I know some of you who are watching me are not fly fishermen and fly tires, and my channel is a fly fishing and fly channel. But the fact that some of you are coming in here just to hang out with me, say hi, and you're still interested in what we have to say, and we talk about other things and have a good laugh. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So yeah, so that's just a little bit about the Superfly. I'm a guy who wears my emotions on my sleeve. So you're going to know what the Superfly is. If I'm happy today, you're going to know it. If I'm sad today, you're going to know it. If I'm angry, you're going to know it. But you know what? I'm in it with you guys. And we just got to hold together and stay strong together as a community and build each other up where we can, help each other out when we can. And that's what the Superfly is all about. So yeah, so that's me. I get emotional. I always get emotional at the end because I really do. You guys have no idea. You guys keep me alive. You really do, because as the Mrs. Superfly said a little earlier when she got a little emotional, for a long time we didn't have any friends, and we took care of her mom. Uh, her mom lived with us. We took care of her. We helped her, and you know when she passed away, it took us a long time to recover from that because we were the sole caregivers. We didn't work. We stayed home and caregived. That's what we left our jobs to be full-time caregivers for her, and because nobody else stepped up to the plate in the families. So we did that, and it was very tough, and we lost a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I lost even a couple of my best friends. I lost along the way.
Yeah.
And so when I say that I love you guys and I enjoy hanging out with you, it's because you guys are our connection to the world.
Yeah.
So because we don't get out all that much. Like we go fishing like once or twice a week, but we're not out hanging out with people and doing things. Like we're not.
No.
My parents are our lifeline. Like we go to my parents twice a week. We go fishing with mom. We hang out. We play games and whatever. But that's it. I mean, we shop and come home. We shop and come home. And then I tie flies with you guys or do puppety things with you guys. So, by the way, so I know I've been jabbering on. I appreciate you're here. Anybody who watched, you guys are rock stars. I get jabbery, but I do want to do one more thing. I'm going to put it up on the side while I'm talking. I put the links to my groups. So on Facebook, I have Laugh Out Loud Puppets is my main Facebook group. I have Not Your Grandpa's Fly Tying group, Jody Sharp, and then I have, it'll pop up in a second, Superflies for Super Guys. So if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, I would really appreciate that. So if you want to see puppety stuff, go to Laugh Out Loud Puppets. If you want to see fishing stuff, Superflies for Super Guys, or Not Your Grandpa's Fly Fishing Group. So if you do that, that would be amazing. And then on YouTube, I have my Laugh Out Loud Puppets channel. I have Gathering of God's Children channel, which I need people to subscribe to so I can start going live on that. I have my Church for God's Beloved Puppet, which is the puppets doing all their preaching and stuff. And then, of course, Laugh Out Loud Puppets. And then you guys already know me here, Superflies for Super Guys. So if you guys could check out those things, especially Gathering of God's Children, that's going to be a channel where all my friends of faith can join. We're going to read the Bible. We're going to do Bible studies. We're going to help those who need prayer. We're going to pray with you. We're going to talk about stuff. You guys can leave stuff. I'm going to open up the community in there, and we're going to go live. And we'll sing. We'll worship. All those beautiful things. That's what that channel is for. So if you need a little more faith and a little more Jesus in your life, a little more God, that's the place to come, because we're going to talk about it. And obviously, throughout the fishing community, I have found a lot of brothers and sisters in Christ, and I appreciate you guys. And it's good that we can open up and talk with you. I know on our channels, we don't get all preachy, and we don't throw things in people's faces. But judge you,
No,
nothing like that.
no.
And we welcome you. We welcome you. You're welcome to come anytime. And if you're not a follower, we're not going to hold it
No.
against you. If you're an atheist or don't believe or whatever, we're not going to hold it against you. We're not going to do anything like that.
No.
But I do have channels dedicated for that because those are dedicated to Christ. Those are my channels where I go and worship, and I welcome you to come and worship. I welcome you to come and be closer to Christ. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So I just wanted to put them up and show you, all my friends who are followers, watch it. I've only got 2 videos. I'm actually, when I get off of here, I'm going to make another video for that channel and throw it up. And yeah, when we get to 50 subscribers, I will be able to live stream. And when I'm able to live stream, that will be good because then we can talk. Right now, you'll just, for the first, until I get those 50 subscribers, you're going to have to just watch what I put on there. But hopefully, and I have great faith. I have met lots of people, and I know that a lot of you are followers. So I'm quite confident once you know to go there and subscribe to me, you will. And I really appreciate the help. So, and with this channel, I really appreciate that you guys have been watching me. I'm at 171 subscribers. It did say 172 this morning, and then went back down to 171. So womp womp womp. But if you need to not watch the Superfly, that's fine.
That's okay.
That's fine. I can completely understand that. Like I said, I say some things on here like, I don't watch cursing and channels that do a lot of cursing, and by cursing I don't mean if you like once or twice say a bad word in your channel, I'm not going to subscribe to you.
No.
But if every other word you say is blah 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 this or bleep 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 that, unfortunately I can't watch you. I can't stick around for that. It doesn't matter if you're a good person or not. I can't take that kind of language. It's just not. So unfortunately, if I've not subscribed to you, that's why. It's not personal. It's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't even love you. And you may be very super talented. There are some fly tires that are super talented. I just can't subscribe to you, unfortunately. But if you subscribe to me, I do appreciate it. If you stick with me, I do appreciate it. And wherever I can, I will subscribe back to you. It's free. It costs me nothing. So I appreciate it. And I'm at 171 subscribers. And it's been 43 days since I got 136 subscribers in 43 days. So I'm keeping track. I'm keeping count. Again, when I get to the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a Jodys fly box full of flies. People's names will be in the draw. I only do the drawing, like putting people's names in, on Sundays. So if you come to my Sunday live stream, that is my regularly scheduled live stream. I just won't do it on like Mother's Day and Father's Day, or if Christmas falls on a Sunday, I won't be doing it on Christmas. But any other day, I will be there. If I have to cancel, I will put it into my community chat, my community tab, and let you guys know that I'm not available. And then I'll do these pop-up ones when I get a bit of time and I feel like I need a hug from you guys. I'll just come on and do a pop-up like this. And Owen has been requesting this all week, and I love you, Owen. So I'm like, I can't put Owen off anymore. He really wants to see me live, and I hope that this helped you to feel better today.
Yeah, it did.
So I hope because I really love you guys. And by the way, if you guys have fishing pictures or fly tying, fly fishing, any kind of fishing, it doesn't, like if Danny catches his personal best catfish or whatever. Who's leaving? Agent M. All right, Mo. Thank you for showing up. We love you. You're always a welcome here. Everybody's welcome here if you show up. But yeah, so leave your pictures, fishing pictures and things in the community. That's why I opened it up. I think right now you're only going to find my stuff in there. But please throw some things in there, I'd be more than welcome to see them and have them and share them in my community. So, all right. Well, the long-winded Superfly is going to shut up. On Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to fish with the roo fly. This is the roo fly, um, the pink roo fly.
I guess someone's leaving babies.
Yeah,
Feeling.
yeah.
So is Danny.
I get it. No, I'm leaving too. We're all leaving. They're all good. You guys are good to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like I said, it was a quick one. I wanted to show you guys a couple of easy patterns because I'm tired of not tired. I know you guys don't all want to see all the complicated patterns all the time. So I want to show you some easier ones that are quick. So love you guys. I'll see some of you or most of you or hopefully all of you on Sunday. Danny, gonna go watch you on TV. Your interview on TV sounds incredible. And yeah, catch you all on the next one. Keep your fly on the water, tight lines, and fish on Canada or wherever you are in the world. Superfly out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Peace.